Hey everybody, Canadian Gamer coming to you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Tech for the ban list of June 2017. Now, yes, that is the most frequent ban list, but this deck today is Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now, I find this deck a little inconsistent. I changed the recommended build a little bit to kind of counterbalance things and such like that, but I feel like with decks like Gravity Bind or a lot of like walls, this deck doesn't really get over it because it doesn't have any spell or trap destruction per se, but it is really fun to use and I do recommend you try it out. My little kitten's up, so hopefully he doesn't ruin the recording or anything like that, as he has been doing for the last week or so. So anyways, let's get into the deck. Starting off, we have 3 Red Eyes Black Dragon. I chose this artwork because it is my favorite. Now this card will be sent to the graveyard, re-summoned, used for fusion summons, used for exceed summons, banished, withdrawn, everything 1,000 times over. Red Eyes Black Dragon is the key to this deck, so you always run 3. I run 3 Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. A lot of people run 2, but I feel like this deck does pretty good with 3. And what it does is, sorry I don't have the information on, is it's a Gemini monster, so technically speaking, while it's in the deck, it's counted as an effect monster which blows, but while on the field, it's also a normal monster unless you summon it again, and if you do, if damage calculation is performed involving this card at the end of the battle phase, you inflict damage to your opponent equal to this card's original attack. So it's essentially like if you attack directly, or even if you just attack your opponent's monster and do like 500 points of damage, well, guess what, you do another 2,400, but only if you Gemini summon this. And a lot of the time we don't see ourselves Gemini summoning this card very frequently. You generally just get it out there as quick as possible, like your fusions and your exceeds. Now we have 1 Summon Skull, primarily for a deck, or for a card that we run 2 of. Now, you guys are probably like, well, why 2 of the fusion if you only run 1? That I'm not actually sure, but we will kind of, I'll kind of go over that later. I personally run 1 Red Eyes Baby Dragon, and now Red Eyes Baby Dragon is when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck, and if you do, equip this card from graveyard. And it's funny because this card actually can summon Red Eyes Black Chick, which is a card that no other Red Eyes card can generally summon. And this while this card is equipped to a monster, you can add 1 level 1 dragon monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So this can replenish your black stones. Now we run 2 Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact. This card, once again, is another Gemini. We use it for a lot of the fusions and exceeds. It is a level 6, and its Gemini ability allows our Red Eyes to not be destroyed by battle. I think my phone just vibrated, and my girlfriend is being really, really weird. She just went, ah. I think she's trying to scare me again. I don't know why. Anyways, we run 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Now, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is one of those cards that everyone wishes were at least at 2. And if they were 3, holy cow, this card would be broken. It already is. You can special summon it by removing from play a Dragon-type monster inside the field. And then you can special summon a Dragon-type monster from your graveyard to the field except for this card. And since you only have 1, well, guess what? You can't. I do see myself drawing this a lot, and it is searchable. So it is a really, really good card. I run 3 Black Metal Dragon. Black Metal Dragon allows you to target a monster and gain 600 attack, and if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add Red Eyes, except for the chick, to your hand. So this card can search out your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, or if you need any of these guys for a fusion summon or something, then go ahead. We run 3 Black Stone of Legend, simply because you summon it, you tribute it, you then get out one of your Red Eyes cards, and that is pretty awesome, And then you can also add it from the graveyard to your hand via its other ability. We run 2 Paladin of Dark Dragon. This card is just a ritual card. We also run 2 of its rituals here to go with it. I generally see myself sacking off Meteor or Flare, or the other version, or the other copy, pardon me, of Dark Dragon. And yeah, this one's ability. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacked a defense position monster, destroy that monster. So it's kind of like a lot of those, if it targeted defense position monster but couldn't destroy it, it can destroy it anyway. And then you can tribute summon this card to special summon 1 Red Eyes from your hand or deck, except for Chick. So if you're like, okay, you know what? I don't need you anymore. I need my Red Eyes, or I need my Dark Flare, Black Flare, pardon me. Then you can special summon it. And then, like I said, the ritual. The only other thing is you can banish this card to add 1 Red Eye spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. So that is pretty awesome. My girlfriend's apparently really bored. We run 2 pre-preparation of rites. This literally allows you to get both the ritual and the ritual monster. The deck pardon me there. Something got stuck in my throat. The deck originally wanted you to run 3, and I'm like, you know what, 3's a little much. Then again, same time, I see myself running low on cards, like, to actually summon. So, yeah, 3 of it could have worked. If you could hear some clunking, that was my cat jumping down, I apologize. But this card literally searches up both the ritual and the monster, and if you get both of them in your hand, well, then you can just clear out your deck of 4 cards right there. 2 Red Eyes Fusion to get out your fusion monsters. Fusion summon 1 monster that is listed on a Red Eyes monster. Lists a Red Eyes monster as a material from your extra deck using monsters from your hand, deck, or your side of the field as fusion material. And if you do, it becomes Red Eyes Dragon. And then you cannot normal summon. You can only activate this effect once per turn. Obviously, it's kind of self-explanatory that you can only activate it once per turn, because you cannot summon anything else after. 1 Dragon's Mirror, once again, just to get these guys while they're in the graveyard or on the field. Use them while they're on the field or in graveyard to then get these guys right here. These guys in particular. We got 3 Red Eyes Insight. Now this card, you literally send a Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Then you can add 1 spell or trap card that says Red Eyes in its name to your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Then you can send... no, that's not the one that can send. It's this one. Return of the Dragon Lords. This card is pretty awesome. I like this one. Target 1 level 7 or 8 dragon monster from your graveyard. Special summon it. And then... if a dragon type monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effects, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. This card has saved my butt a few times. I really do enjoy having it. Though 3 of it, I never draw more than 1 of it a duel, and that's getting down to like 10 cards in my deck if I'm dealing with stall. Cards of the Red Stone, you can send a level 7 from your hand to the graveyard to draw 2 cards, and then you can also send Red Eyes normal monster, no, just Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. So if you want to get any of these guys into your graveyard, ignore him, you can then do that. Allure of Darkness, just essentially your typical draw power, banish. You see yourself banishing Blackstone and Legend, especially late game. Solemn Strike to destroy those monsters that come popping in. We got the Red Eye Spirit, which special summons our Red Eyes monsters from the graveyard, including the fusions and the exceeds. And then 1 Return of the Red Eyes, which then, you know, I'll read this one out to you, because since I never released it. If you control a Red Eyes monster, except Red Eyes Chick, you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can then target 1 Red Eyes monster from your graveyard, except Red Eyes Chick, special summon it, and you can only use the effect once per turn. And it's a continuous trap card, so you don't see yourself needing more than 1. So anyways, those are the cards. We have 42 cards in the deck. On to the extra deck. It is a little changed compared to how people normally run it. For Exceeds, we run 3 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. And this card cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has Exceeds. Anytime your opponent activates a card effect, you then inflict 500 points of damage. And then you can send 1 attached material card from this card to the graveyard to then special summon a Red Eyes normal monster. So while they're, you know, you get like these guys a lot. Big Eye, because Big Eye is a staple for level 7s. And same with Titanic Moth, Dracosac. We get this guy if we have the Meteors or Summon Skull out on the field. You see this card being used a little bit. We will run 1 Firewall Dragon. I don't really like this card because only when dueling players do you actually get to use link duels, or well, link monsters. You get to do link duels, so you can put this guy in. He's a Cyburst, so yeah. We run 3 Meteor Black Comet Dragon. This card is fusion summoned. You can send 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, inflict damage equal to half its original attack. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can then normal summon, target 1 normal monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So, he literally, you send him out, you instantly get 1,200 points of damage off. He's also 3,500, 2,000. So then, in the midst of that, when he's destroyed, you can then special summon a Red Eyes, which is essentially a 2,400 attack point replacement. So pretty awesome. We run 2 Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. This is with the Summon Skull, obviously. You know, he's just basic bitch, you know. We got our Red Eye Slash Dragon. Now, a lot of people have wanted this. I don't have any warriors in here, so I don't really use it, because even he's considered dragon, I believe. Yeah, which is sad, because he looks like he'd be a warrior. But his ability is the attack. You equip monsters attack and attack, and it's just a really interesting fusion card. I'll go over this a little more in detail when we can actually use it. Right now we currently can't. And then last but not least is Y-Arm, the Progenitor Dragon, or First of the Dragons is what his name actually is. It must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by either way, so you can't special summon him from the graveyard. You can only control one of them. This card is not destroyed by battle except by a normal monster and is unaffected by other effects. So he's literally immune until something with like 2,800 attack points, or unless it wants to suicide, then 2,700 type normal monster comes out and destroys him. So anyways, on to the duels.